Ladies and gentlemen, I don't like to call people crazy, but if you're driving behind a person that drives a car of a person that created it that you don't really like and you want to challenge them and scratch the car to send the message, I'm going to find it odd. But if you chase somebody and point a gun, I don't know, man.
Does that make it better?
No. Wait. I am so sorry that I said that it was time to go. How about we start a timer?
No!
Gentle hands. Gentle hands. Gentle hands. I know you're having so many big feelings right now. Mommy just wants to validate them. Gentle hands. Hands are for gentle. I am not going to cause you any more anxiety than you already have. I will be right here ready for you to get up. I can see you're having a hard time not hitting. Do you need my help to stop?
No!
Can you say sorry to Mommy?
No!
Sorry is a scary word. Can Mommy help you, please? Do I have your consent to comfort you? Need to get up right now?
No!
Ladies and gentlemen, it's just a joke. I don't think you need to beat your kid, but I'm not surprised certain people need to beat their kid because they're not consistent, and the kid thinks, hey, I don't have to be consistent, and they think they have to remind him. I never beat my kids. I'm just very consistent.
Yeah, I guess that would also solve the problem.
I don't know what the heck is happening with those cities, but I do know one thing. They're very consistent with something. You can just let me know in the comments.
Congressman Perry, do you trust Trump's national security team to keep our war plans top secret?
You trust your mother every night to fix your Hot Pockets and make sure your Game Boy is turned on. Wow.
Wow, Tim Burchett, that was quick.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
What's that?
We are not parking next to that thing.
To what?
I don't want to be anywhere near that thing. I don't want to get out near that thing. Oh my gosh, it's right there. That means they're in there. Whoever it is, they're gonna be in.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope this is fake. But then again, I can show you something that isn't fake.
Vandalizing a Tesla outside a Planet Fitness in Doylestown on Monday morning. The victim says he found a swastika scratched into the side of the Tesla and then checked the vehicle surveillance video, which, well, recorded the incident. Employees at Planet Fitness were able to identify the man. Central Bucks Regional Police say he faces criminal mischief, harassment, and disorderly conduct.
And somebody in a comment said, what is your basis of calling the perpetrator an anti-Semite? Because he wrote it in his Twitter message. And he responded, he drew a swastika. I mean, I'm not trying to be condescending, but...
London is Muslim. The mayor of Birmingham is a Muslim. The mayor of Leeds is Muslim. The mayor of Blackburn is Muslim. The mayor of Sheffield is Muslim. The mayor of Oxford is a Muslim. The mayor of Luton is a Muslim. The mayor of Oldham is a Muslim. The mayor of Rochdale is a Muslim. All of this was achieved by only 4 million Muslims out of the 66 million people in England. Today in England there are over 3,000 mosques. There are over 130 Sharia courts in England, and there are more than 50 Sharia councils. 78% of Muslim women do not work and receive state support and free accommodation. 63% of Muslims do not work and receive state support and free housing. State-supported Muslim families have an average of 6 to 8 children who all receive free accommodation. Every school in the UK is required to teach about Islam. The number one most common baby name in England is Muhammad. This is not immigration, this is invasion.
And to counter this message, somebody wrote, so many white Brits moved to United Arab Emirates cities like Dubai, yet you don't see Muslim locals crying about it. Blaming a certain ethnicity or religion is nothing but a sign of low IQ. And somebody counted immediately how many white Brits are in the government in Dubai. I don't think there's a lot. How many white Brits go for free accommodation, free iPhone, free food in Dubai? Most people, they're actually well off. They actually want to leave UK because they feel that Dubai looks like UK.
Who's coming with me?
And then he countered back with, good question, bench. Perhaps they have contemporary historical reference on how the Brits behaved during the work with government of India. And I'm like, you really want to go to the past and you haven't checked the past of Arabs country, what they have done? I mean...
Go look up the history. Shit, don't everybody believe in Google? Go Google that shit.
See House of Representatives. It is a pathetic excuse for you to not answer the question of why we are doing nothing about the gun violence epidemic than to personally attack me. But let me explain to you what I have been doing, Representative, since you asked. My brother, Temperance Darnell Pearson, one of the loves of my life, passed away from gun suicide on December 1st of 2024. And since that happened, it shattered my family like gun violence has shattered so many families. Shattered my nephew's lives, my mother, my father, my other brothers who are remaining. I buried my brother. I planned for his entire funeral. My fiance made his obituary. I made sure that he was taken care of, even in death. That's what I've been doing. But also, not just that, I went to all of my nephew's schools. I met with their principals and their teachers to ensure that they are okay. I gave them and made sure that they had grief counseling and that they're seeing a psychiatrist. That's what I've been doing. And while you're talking about hard work, you need to realize that our job is not just in this state house with these marble floors. Our jobs are on the streets and in the communities that we serve. And so while you've been here passing bills that have been hurting transgender children, while you've been here passing bills that have been hurting the poor, hurting the marginalized, hurting the disenfranchised, while you've been here passing bills that have not ended poverty, while you've been here passing bills that have not helped people who need Medicaid expansion, while you've been here doing the hard work of making sure that our state is not the state that it can be, because you have decided.
Representative Pearson.
Reality of our situation is only to be.
Representative Pearson.
While you've been here doing that, I've been in my community.
Representative Pearson.
Meeting with young people, going to school, registering
Representative Pearson.
voters. That's what I've been doing. Hard work doesn't just happen. Witness legislation that happens.
Representative Pearson.
And if you will, Chairman, just one more minute, because Chairman Former seems to think that he somehow
Representative Pearson.
seems to understand my life better than I do. You need to understand that hard work isn't just sitting there and shutting up and passing a bill. It's doing the hard work of justice and love and mercy.
Okay.
And it's taking your
all right.
And your pain and your heartache, and it's standing in front of people who you know may not like you, standing in front of people who you know will disrespect you, people who you know will talk down to you, and saying in the honor of people like my brother, in the honor of people who have died from gun violence, in the honor of people who have died from we need to pass better laws.
Representative Pearson.
And fight for a state where everybody is able to live more freely from the pain of gun violence that me and my family are experiencing. That's what you need to think about, Chairman Farr. Come on. And if you can't think that, learn to shut up.
All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Learn to shut up.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Representative Pearson, it seems that it's very common in your party when you disagree with a comment, and I was not disrespectful to you, that you resort to yelling. Basically, everything you just told me, you just did. I have a family. I've made sacrifices every year. So
Representative Pearson. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Representatives.
I'm not sure what the question was before, but then at the same time, the way you are speaking right, man, I don't think is very respectful. Yes, you might have lost a brother, but at the same time, if somebody uses a scissor to take their life, are we going to ban the scissors? Like, your brother still had the intention.
Mr. Chairman, you have 2 ayes, 7 nays.
Take care of him, Justin. Come on. Come on, Justin. Come on, Justin. You're okay. We love you. Thank you, Justin.
So if he didn't have that thing, he will find another thing. And to blame it on somebody else to justify as if the gun didn't exist, he would still be here? I don't know. I know a lot of people that left without using a gun.
For you, what's the most astonishing thing you've found out in this process?
The sheer amount of waste and fraud in the government. It is astonishing. It's mind-blowing. We routinely encounter
no evidence
wastes of...
Just to be clear, no evidence of a single example yet. I don't know when they said they would give us the first examples, like February something, like not a single example of any waste, fraud, or abuse has been presented yet. I will say I am astounded by how legitimate, I guess, most of the government is in terms of how it operated, because I would have expected them to find something by now. Maybe the government is actually the most efficient thing in the universe, but...
People over 150 years old receiving Social Security is a waste, fraud, and abuse, unless you believe in vampires. Yes, a lot of old people were still living, almost 300 or something like that, remember? That is one, and I already made a video with Jon Stewart with overregulation in waste.
For their bill. This is a bill passed by Democrats with a regulatory structure written by Democratic administration.
And if you don't believe those are enough, I don't know, Destiny. I respected you and you keep failing me over and over.
Don't get me wrong, makosa kita bong. Put the fire na mi blonde, kush hash, purple skunk, criollo, colombici, jam jam, turloqueta, verdetta, welcome.